Roll Tide, welcome back to Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. Roger Hoover with you inside the LLH Healthcare Advantage Center at our podcast studio. Now, please be joined by Alabama baseball shortstop Justin Lebron. Justin, your third season here at the University of Alabama. Can you believe time has flown this quickly? Now you're in your junior year.
Yeah, it's honestly crazy to think about. Kind of when I stepped into this fall, I was like still thinking that I'm still one of the younger guys. I'm a freshman, but honestly, when we just continue to practice, it was like, man, I have a bigger role that I have to step into and kind of take the younger guys underneath my wing. So it's been pretty fun.
How much have you enjoyed that? Kind of speaking up a little bit more. And again, you are one of the true veterans on this team now.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an unbelievable experience. I mean, with the coaching staff and just like the players that have filtered in and out. I mean, I've learned so many things from those guys and kind of just taking my own foot, taking my own path, and just putting it into the younger guys. Yeah.
Was it nice as well? I mean, I know it's tough when you have some losses maybe early in the season. Last year, Alabama got off to such a winning start, didn't face much adversity until later on in the year, but you guys were hit with some adversity early. Did that make you speak up a little bit more as a leader?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it was really good for us. These prior 2 years, I guess we'd started off on a really good, strong foot. But I mean, honestly, like it's been a learning experience, kind of backs against the wall. What are we going to do? How are we going to respond? And I think it's been a really big thing for us and kind of kickstarted us into maybe digging ourselves a little hole and then kind of getting out of that. And honestly, from there, we've kind of just been rolling.
Really have been, especially the last few weekends. You go back to that Kentucky weekend, and then the loss to South Alabama. What was the mood like around this team getting ready for Florida?
So it's funny you say that. Like usually teams will kind of lose 4 in a row or dig yourself a really big hole. And I mean, the vibes aren't very high. But I think for us, it was kind of the opposite. Like we knew that there was going to be a certain point where we would turn it around. I mean, like after that loss in the midweek, we were kind of all the next practice. It was just like a very fun, exciting practice. Us older guys, we knew that we had a step to take these younger guys and not let them, kind of be scared about what the future would look like, but just really be very strong, keep our chest puffed, just like honestly, just keep going through the motions and knew that it would change eventually.
And it changed right after that for you guys. With Tyler Fay's no-hitter on that Friday night of the Florida series, just take me through from your perspective getting to watch Tyler as the innings are going along, as he chased down some history.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't really know it was happening until probably like the 5th or the 6th inning. I was kind of looking back and looking at the pitch count. I was like, oh, that's getting pretty high. And I took a look at the hits column, and I was like, wait, he has no hits. So I was like, all right, so our defense has to step up. Knew that if we put a couple more runs across it, there was no way he was going to come out of the game. And honestly, as the game kept progressing, it was just he just kept getting better. And I mean, as a defense, it kind of puts more pressure on you than the pitcher because you know that at any given moment there's going to be a ball hit to you and that you really don't want to mess it up. And it was a funny joke that I had. I was like, if there was a ball kicked to my right or left, I was going to kick it, make an error on my end just to give him that no hitter. But I mean, honestly, like it really kickstarted us into right momentum and just really for us to believe in ourselves.
Yeah, we've talked about it with Tyler too. I mean, he probably thought he was done about after the 7th inning, but it gets the green light from JJ and Coach Vaughn to go back in the 8th, go back in the 9th. Did that energize you guys as you took the field for those innings?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, honestly, another thing was right when I got up to bat, I think it was like the 8th inning, or I was in the dugout at least. I'm looking around trying to see where T-Fay is at, just to see like where the vibes are at, how he's feeling. And I mean, the guy's pacing around the dugout, ready to go back out. So, I mean, I was ready to just take my 3 swings, strike out just to get him back on the mound, just because these are things that don't happen very often. And, I mean, I would have taken one for the team. But, I mean, that guy's unbelievable, and what a start he had.
Yeah, incredible no-hitter. That starts the weekend. Zane's really good the next night. You get the series win. And then that Sunday game, back and forth at times. You get down in a big hole. Alabama roars back. There's a lot of chirping on both sides. How proud are you of the fact that Alabama spoke loudest that day with the bat and with the arms you had on the mound?
I mean, super proud of our guys. I mean, there's something that we've always talked about with Coach Vaughn is like we're going to be able to step up to that line and not cross it. And I think that's kind of what we did. I mean, more often than not, we're not going to really start the trash talking. It's kind of just going to come to us, and that really fires our team. Usually, like when things like that happen, the guys kind of really respond in a really good way. And I mean, I think we did an amazing job. Just like our backs was kind of against the wall, kind of dug ourselves a little hole, and just really got out of it. Really, yeah.
Yeah, it was incredible. And again, you keep the winning ways going. We saw some more talk the next weekend against the Auburn Tigers as well. But Alabama against Auburn, first time you've gotten to play against Auburn at home in Tuscaloosa. How electrifying was that atmosphere?
I mean, it was awesome. Yeah, like you said, the prior 2 years, it was always going to Auburn. I never really liked it, honestly. It never really ended up in our favor. But, I mean, having Auburn at home with an amazing crowd kind of just set the tone that we really needed. And I mean, we kind of showed out for the crowd and just honestly played for each other. Never really looked too far ahead. Obviously go out Friday night, really stomp on them. And Saturday we didn't come out thinking about Friday night win. We were just thinking about like, hey, let's just take on this inning by inning and just see where it goes from there. Yeah.
And it led to some good things. Bryce hits the walk-off on Saturday. And then for you, it was really your base running that was the
Right.
defense in that bottom of the eighth. I mean, I know you take pride in your hitting, want to hit as many home runs as you can, but you got to love the way you're impacting the game right now on the base paths.
Yeah, I mean, clearly struggling up on the plate and just hitting wise. But I mean, for me, I've never really thought about like my struggles. I'm just kind of thinking about how I can impact, help the team win in any shape, way, or form. And I mean, like for me, it was just like I know that my speed's a really big advantage for me and for us. So I know that once I get on, it's a funny joke we have. It's an automatic triple. So I mean, yeah, I was just trying to get on, manufacture some runs, and that's kind of what I did.
Yeah, have you enjoyed running more this year? Because you surpassed your total from last year, I mean, pretty quickly early on this season.
Yeah, I mean, I've loved it. I mean, Coach Vaughn has given me the green light more often than not, and I mean, I think it kind of benefits us in a way. I've also learned from the coaching staff like how to run, how to be a good runner, good base runner, and good counts and stuff like that. But I mean, like for the most part, it's been such an amazing journey.
It really has been, leading you to your junior season. We have a bobblehead coming out of you for this weekend. First of all, is that kind of surreal knowing that people are going to be having a Justin Lebron Alabama bobblehead forever?
Yeah, I mean, it's super cool to see. We started with Coach Vaughn's, and we kind of have one of those in my house. But I mean, it's crazy that like I've kind of became such a big statue in Alabama baseball, and it's unbelievable just to have my own bobblehead for a night. So yeah, incredible.
That's really cool. How much have you enjoyed this experience being a student athlete here at Alabama?
Unbelievable. I mean, just the resources and just the people and team you kind of have here is just like no other. I mean, I've spoke to numerous other guys that have either transferred from other programs or transferred from this program to other programs for whatever the reason may be. But I mean, no one ever says that Alabama's not Alabama. It really is what everyone thinks it is. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's even better, I would say. The people here is just what makes it Alabama. I mean, that's kind of just why I've loved and kind of never left. Yeah,
absolutely. And I've seen you at some basketball games. I know you guys go to football games. You've made some good friendships as well with some players on other teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just one big family. I think the dining hall really sets the tone with all the athletes just eating in there together. When you're a freshman coming in, you kind of don't really know anybody. You're a little bit nervous because you don't know if you're going to make friends besides the baseball team. And I think the dining hall kind of just like sets the tone with that. And also the football games and just like you guys are always around each other, whether that's with softball, baseball, football, even like any sport. I mean, like when you get to know these other guys and just be around them all the time, it just kind of creates some good friendships.
Absolutely. That takes us to where we are here in 2026. Let's wind it back all the way to the start of your baseball journey. Tell us, first of all, where you're from.
Yeah, so I'm from Miramar, Florida. Well, actually, I moved to Coconut Creek this past summer, but most of my life was spent in Miramar, Florida. Started baseball when I was about 3 years old. I was actually born in New York in the Bronx, but I moved to Miramar when I was about like 4-ish. And kind of just like started ever since there. Baseball was just something that I played on my free time. Never really thought it would turn into this. I was always very undersized, very skinny, and just loved playing the game. And it wasn't until probably like my high school, like senior year, I'd say, that I kind of thought that, okay, this is something that I could probably turn into a profession. And really just like enjoyed the people around, enjoyed the friendships, always respected the game, and it kind of repaid me in a very good way. I was actually prior committed to Rice, decommitted, came to Alabama, and just kind of came here and knew that there was an opportunity to play as a freshman, and just kind of took it and ran with it. Yeah.
You really have. So born in the Bronx, did you grow up a Yankees fan?
I am. I'm a true Yankees fan. Yeah. My dad's from Castle Hill, or not Castle, I'm sorry, Queens. My mom was lived in New York for quite some time as well. So, I mean, it's kind of in my blood.
Yeah, we've seen some jump throws from you, too. So is that Jeter influence right there?
Definitely. He was my favorite shortstop, favorite player growing up for a very long time. So, I mean, I learned a lot of things from him.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the best. So you mentioned committed to Rice for a little bit. Did you enjoy kind of the recruiting process? And then once you first kind of learned about Alabama, what made it stand out?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a very rocky thing for me. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it, to say the less, but I would definitely say that it was a journey. I was just never somebody who was a big standout player, as most people think that I always was. I really wasn't. I was really a small kid from Miramar that just knew that he loved baseball and just wanted to see where it went from there. But it wasn't until I played in the Jupiter tournament, which is like a really big one down in Florida, and I kind of played really good. And Alabama, there was a lot of really good big schools there. And I decided, I think I spoke with one of the coaches who had connections here, and he was like, "Hey, I think it's probably in your best interest to just like open up the recruiting process and see like what you can get from it." Little did I know that an SEC school, Alabama, would come reaching out. And that was the only thing that I even had. So I mean, I kind of took a chance, and I was like, "Listen, like I'm all in for playing in the SEC." I knew that I had a lot of growth to do, but I mean, just was like, I'm all for it. I'm ready to go. Yeah.
So you make that decision to come to Alabama, but then everything gets upended a little bit when we have a coaching staff change. And then I know Coach Vaughn gets the job, and I believe he said one of the first things he did was get on the phone with you, also come down to Miramar and talk with you. What do you remember about those early conversations and sticking with your Alabama commitment?
Yeah, I mean, that was, I think, what sold it for me. A new coach coming in and immediately coming to visit me in my own home. I think that was kind of one of the biggest things that like sparked in my mind was like, okay, like I can see myself going and playing for him. And just like the fact that he was so family orientated, to me, that's so big. That's like everything for me. Like I want to feel part of a family. Family's huge to me. And I mean, the moment I stepped on campus here, like that's exactly what that was, and is never shied away from that. I mean, even to this day, I still go to Coach Vaughn's house, and I mean, the whole team will be there. We'll go and just chill and just things like that. I think that to me, it's just more than just like baseball itself, and it's the relationships you build with it. Yeah.
Family oriented, faith oriented as well. And we always
Super.
see the cross on your eye black and stuff like that. How important is that?
Super important. I mean, you know, baseball is such a hard sport, and a lot of it comes into with the mental game. And I think Christ is really just for me what kind of sets me apart. And like whenever I'm struggling or even at my highest of highs, I'm just like, I know that there's a path that Jesus and wants me to walk, and the reason that I'm playing baseball is not just to play and show everyone the capabilities that I have, but it's the capabilities that he gave me to show. And that's why I wear the cross on my face, to show everyone that, yeah, like I'm a great player, but it's not because of me, it's because of Jesus.
That's outstanding. So that's been part of your baseball journey again here to Alabama. Now you're in your junior season. There's always a lot of chatter, a lot of buzz about what could be down the road, but how much are you enjoying just kind of every practice, every game you get to play, knowing this could be the last go around you have in an Alabama jersey?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing for me is that playing on a team is everything. I don't really look too far ahead in the draft and stuff like that, just because I want to enjoy the moments that I have in the now. You never really know what can happen in the future. But I'm just saying, for the most part, like for me, just taking day by day, step by step, and just enjoying the guys that I have around me, knowing that I may never play with them again. I may never see a lot of them again. And I want to do something here that we haven't done in a very long time. That's the goal of just not just myself, but the team that we have here. And I mean, like, just the fact that we buy into the process each and every day. We hang out with each other almost every day. And I mean, like, it creates what is being created here. And that just starts with the coaches.
It really does. And then, of course, your name is Justin Lebron. So with that, I'm sure you've had some of the worst jokes about about LeBron James, as well as some really funny ones. Anything stands out to your mind, or anything you get tired of seeing on social media or anything like that?
I'd say for the most part, like I'm pretty used to it now. It kind of just goes in one ear throughout the other. But I mean, everyone asks me, "Are you related?" And it's just like, come on, let's think about that for a little bit. But I mean, it's fun to think about that I'm even in the same talks as LeBron James. I mean, guy's an amazing basketball player, obviously one of the greatest of all time. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it can get much as we go to like away series and guys are just chirping me about being LeBron and stuff like that. But I mean, it's what comes with it, and I love it. Yeah.
Did you like LeBron at all when he was like with the Heat or anything like that?
I loved LeBron when he was with the Heat.
That was a good era.
It was a great era until he left and kind of shattered my heart. And so I don't know if I like him anymore.
Understood. Well, I don't like him right now because every time I type your name on my phone, it automatically capitalizes the B, and I'm like, no, that's not Justin LeBron. Goodness.
Yeah, that's another thing. When people capitalize the B, it's like, hey, mine's actually not capitalized. It's funny. There's a joke that they call me the lowercase b.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's like one of my nicknames now.
I'm going to have to use that on radio. That's good. So as we continue throughout this season, obviously huge weekend coming up against the Arkansas Razorbacks. I imagine you love the road atmospheres we play in front of the SEC too. Just what are you going to continue pouring into this team? What can our fans expect out of you the rest of the year?
Yeah, honestly, I'm just going to be very hardworking. No matter the outcome, I'm just going to send my stuff every single day. But I think when it comes to the team, I think one of the biggest things that we need to do a really good job as is stay in the course and not really feeding into the rat poison. I think that's really big with us. Obviously, we're doing a lot of really good things right now. But I mean, the good thing is that the season's not ending anytime soon. So I mean, the goal for us is to continue to be a very good team, to stay hot, obviously throughout the rest of the year. But I mean, not feed into the external factors of like rankings and things like that. I think for us, as long as we can stay the course, just honestly, the man in the arena is a really big thing for us. Everyone who is playing, and that's really and like buying into the team, buying into like the winning and the losing and all that stuff that we do into the arena is going to be huge for us. I think that's one of the things that we need to focus on.
We're excited to see it. Well, Justin Lebron, best of luck with everything coming up for you. We look forward to the bobblehead, the Arkansas series this weekend. But thank you for the time you've given us on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. All the best. Roll Tide.
Thank you. Roll Tide.